We live in what I would consider a nationalistic church culture. Many pastors have 4th of July sermons, and we really like to express our love for the United States, our love for America. And I love America, I love the freedoms that we enjoy, especially the First Amendment, because it gives me the right to preach the gospel. And when it comes to living an evangelistically minded life, or living a lifestyle of evangelism, not lifestyle evangelism, but a lifestyle of evangelism, to be always gospel-centered, gospel-minded, there's something that I wanted to bring up now, and that's if you've ever been in a Bible study. I've led Bible studies where people say, hey, pray for our leaders, pray for our troops, pray for the firefighters, the policemen, the paramedics, the first responders, pray for our government. And this comes from 1 Timothy chapter 2, verses 1 to 2. It says, "First of all, then, I urge that supplications, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all people, for kings and all who are in high positions, that we may lead a peaceful and quiet life, godly and dignified in every way. This is good, and it is pleasing in the sight of God our Savior." So yeah, we need to be praying for our government. But what does Paul have in mind? Do we read the next few verses? He says here, who desires, God our Savior, right? Who desires all people to be saved and to come to a knowledge of the truth. So if we're going to be praying for our government, praying for first responders and all of this, we need to pray first that they're saved, that they get saved. I mean, you imagine if our government leaders got saved, how much better a country would this be? Like, that's what we need to be praying for, right? And Jesus said in Luke 21, the context here is going to be in the last days, but he says, they will lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and prisons, and you will be brought before kings and governors for my name's sake. This could come at some point. We're preaching the gospel. I know I've been on the streets before, and police officers will tell me things that just don't sound illegal. They'll twist, the laws just because they don't want me preaching. They don't want me sharing my faith. And they'll do this to you. And it says here, you'll be brought before him for my name's sake. And Jesus says, this will be your opportunity to bear witness. To bear witness. And so we need to take every opportunity, not only pray for the salvation of our leaders, but when we come into contact with leaders and these groups of people, we need to share our faith with those people, We need to share our faith, but we need to be gentle. Leaders are leaders. Government officials have a power and an authority over us. Proverbs 25, verse 15 says, with patience a ruler may be persuaded, and a soft tongue will break a bone. Okay, it's like a soft answer turns away wrath. Another verse from Proverbs. But guys, we need to live an evangelistically minded life. An evangelistic life. Everything that we think about needs to be on the path to the gospel, including our prayers. Are you praying for the salvation of our government leaders? Are you praying for the salvation of the troops? Because, boy, we can pray all the time, oh, God, bring the troops home. But, guys, what does it matter if they die there or they die here? They're still going to die. And if they die without Christ, who cares where their body is located? Pray for their salvation, okay? Pray for the salvation of our police officers. Pray for the salvation of paramedics and firefighters. These firefighters, they could get killed on the job. Pray for their salvation and share your faith with them, because woe to us if we do not share that gospel.